Welcome to Make a Path Presents. Wait a minute. No. Something's not right. Oh. Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk Mapp Fan Family. Now, this is a Facebook group I started a few days ago. I wanted to put a post on Facebook, anyone following the Make a Path Presents Facebook page, just to give them a head start, set up some moderators before I did a shout-out video. Now, this is important because we're going to go over some rules and what we're going to do because of the time zones, because The Walking Dead airs, hours apart from here to even a different state, but also across the pond in the UK and other countries and stuff. So, we're going to go over some rules. I do want to talk about a few other things, but for some reason I can't think of what they were. Oh, you know what? I just remembered this in the middle of the video. I'm going to cut it here. There is something fantastic that we were doing with this channel as far as moderators. Stay tuned. In like 9 minutes, we're going to get to it. About 9 minutes and 40 some seconds. Stay tuned for that because it's really important, or just skip to that. Alright, I'm going back to that. I came from the future to the past to tell you. Now I'm going to go back and you can, I'm out of here. First thing I want to say is this is not an ego thing. Even though it says Mapp Fan Family, this is not like, okay, everyone who enjoys this channel, come here and say good things about me. No, this is an extension off the channel on Facebook where we can talk together as a group and talk about things that I might not have time to make a single video on, like the Logan trailer. I'm hoping I can post a video on that, but I'm using that as an example. Amazing trailer. Wolverine was one of my favorite characters as a kid, even though in comics he never seemed as popular as on the show. I don't know, maybe it's Hugh Jackman's sexy ass. So fans who watch Mapp members, we can all talk about different zombie movies, new hot zombie movies in the making, TV shows, books, comics, video games, other things that aren't zombie related, other things that aren't Walking Dead related. This is it's an umbrella under Mapp, but it's an extension for us as fans, myself included, as fans of different franchises to come together and discover new franchises. Like when I recommended watching Bone Tomahawk. This is something where we could be in the Facebook group and I'm talking about, oh, I watched this movie, it's badass. And these are things that I'm not going to have time to do a video on for every single little thing. So hopefully those interested, and if you don't have a Facebook, hopefully you might be interested to sign up and then join the group. I'm going to leave the link down in the video description. Now for those who are already signed up, if you're wondering what we're doing for rules, there's something that we've done in different groups that I've seen other people do, which works perfectly, minus a couple random idiots who might roll in there and just want to be dicks. You get that every now and then. You get somebody on Facebook who, I don't know, they're just on Facebook floating around and they're so aggressive, they're jerks, they just want to come in there and they say, oh, you have a rule? Well, I'm going to have a problem with that just because it's a rule. It's like, okay, internet badass, like, get the fuck out of here, go to a bar or something, you dumbass. But anyway, we're basically setting a rule where every new episode is going to have an episode discussion post. We're going to make an image so you can see it clearly. I'm going to pin it so it's the first post you see. It's going to have a warning. Do not post anything outside of this post or it will be deleted. Repeat offenders will be booted from the group. It's the only way to keep it civilized. But it's not just for spoilers. For those of you who are going to say, oh, well, people should stay off the internet, I partially agree. If you can't watch The Walking Dead for 4 days after it airs, yes, you should stay out of this group until you watch The Walking Dead. Yes, you should stay off the internet until you watch The Walking Dead. When I am late, previously, I mean, now that the channel is almost 100K, whoop, whoop, oh, I can't wait for that. I'm hyped. And huge thank you. I'm not saying like whoop, whoop, but I'm saying huge thank you to you guys. Previously, when I first started, if I was a few days late, I avoided problematic areas. Like I wouldn't go on the Walking Dead Facebook page. I wouldn't go on fan groups. I wouldn't search for reviews. I wouldn't search for, I'd be even cautious in my YouTube feed. So I was in the same place you guys were. I was in your shoes. If you're watching it late, you can't ask the world to go on a standstill. With that said, and this is why I say I partially agree with those people. With that said, if it airs in a different time zone and it airs like 18 hours after we see it in the US, yeah, I feel your pain. I wouldn't want it airing 20 hours ahead of me in the UK and everyone running to me telling me what happened, I feel your pain. So this does two things that I think is great for the group. One, it keeps everyone who doesn't want to know outside the different time zones, it keeps them safe from not having an alert pop on their phone or a notification. I've been on Facebook myself looking at something totally different, and boom, a notification pops up and I see a couple words and I'm like, I really wish I didn't see that, you know? So I feel your pain. So these people won't get spoiled, which it's not that big of a deal to go an extra step to, let's say, the new comic book releases and you want to post something and it just came out that day. Best believe it's common sense to put The Walking Dead issue 167, spoiler discussion, image in comments. That's just common sense in my opinion. And then in the comment section, boom, because the comic book is more problematic, you're going to have people who are working and can't pick it up the moment it comes out. And then you're going to have people who read it digitally, get it before even I wake up and go to the comic book store every morning to get it when it releases. People who get it digitally get it first. If they start posting those images in the Facebook group, I myself will flip shit. The comic book is the one thing where I avoid all spoilers successfully because, yeah, there's just no leaks. There's a lot less people working on that project, so it's not going to leak. And no one can run and take pictures of Charlie Adler drawing it, But the second biggest plus, the bonus to doing it this way and having a discussion post for every new episode is that the feed isn't clogged. I've been in a couple different Facebook groups where I was active for a little bit, and there's two things that will chase me out of a group. One, trivia. Trivia, I should mention that. Trivia is a no. Like, we do polls, and that I find really fun. Like, fans, as long as you're not asking anything ridiculous, and you're not asking, 5 to 20 different polls every single day. But the polls I find interesting because sometimes I'm noticing I can make videos based off these polls because there's some interesting results. So the polls are fine, but the trivia, again, is unless you're spamming the shit. The trivia is where I draw the line because I've been in some groups where every 10 minutes a new trivia question, and some of it gets super ridiculous and it just clogs the feed. If you like trivia, that is fine. There's 1,000 different, Facebook groups out there for trivia. In the Walking Dead fandom or in any fandom, but we just couldn't do it on this. Not only does it clog the feed, but we are open to all different franchises. Imagine that trivia. That'd just be insane. But as far as clogging the feed, I was in a Facebook group, a year and a half ago, where everyone posted individual posts on how they feel, and none of the posts are getting likes because it's just filling. I think there was 2,200 people in the group, in this particular group, and the feed would literally just go and no one's liking it, no one's commenting. I'm sure people are reading, and you'll find 1 or 2 posts with 1 or 2 likes, 2 or 3 likes, but it's going so fast and it's such a big volume that no one's doing it. But when you have one discussion post, you can scroll to the top, and it might take you half an hour to read everything. I mean, shit, let's not bullshit. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of comments, but you're going to scroll to the top, the one post, scroll down, hear people's comments. It's very simple, so I'm hoping there's not a lot of problems here. If you do notice something that could benefit the group, maybe any tips or advice or anything at all, I mean, we're constantly working on correcting stuff. Even if you see a moderator, right now we got 2 moderators, 3 moderators, we're about to upgrade to 4 moderators. How it works with the mods. Oh, I just remembered one of the best things for the YouTube channel. I wish I said this in the beginning. I'm going to cut this in the beginning of the video. Alright, so I'm back from the past to pick up where we left off with the moderators. What we're doing is we have moderators on a Facebook group. Everyone's working their way up. But so basically you have to be active, be level-headed. Like, if you're a solid member in the Mapp family and if you're interested, you can move up from being a member to a moderator. Eventually, as it grows, we're going to need more and more help. That way the moderators, if they're sick or if they just don't feel like moderating for a few days, we have backups, But as far as moderators on the YouTube channel, this is a massive update that's going to benefit us. If you're out there and you can't stand spoilers and you're sick of scrolling through the comments on YouTube videos for Walking Dead and you notice that there's people who just put the blatant spoilers. Now, if you're putting a tag and no one can see it, I'm pretty sure no one gives a shit. We're talking specifically about the people who go, so-and-so dies, this is it, confirmed, TSDF or whatever. For those assholes, we now have moderators that are volunteering. I put out a question for anyone who wants to volunteer in the Facebook group to be moderators on the YouTube channel. Now, here's the thing. You can't just go, oh, I never comment and, Ronnie's never seen my name before, but I'm going to ask him to be a moderator. No, that would sabotage your own channel. You know what I mean? Because you can get someone who doesn't like you or your channel to go in there and just start fucking deleting everyone's comments and being a huge dick. So, yes, obviously, clearly, I need to see you, know you're active. There's a bunch of you out there. I know half of you definitely will be interested, the ones I'm specifically talking about. And I know your names. I've talked to you not only here, but on Twitter and Facebook and yada, yada, yada. Those, the more active ones, the more I know, on social media, those are the ones who will work up first as far as being moderators. And I've gotten people in the spoiler community, and this is why I say I don't hate everyone in the spoiler community, even though I don't agree with leaders in the spoiler communities who run sites. I don't agree with their practices. But the spoiler communities, they offered, some of the members in spoiler communities, they offered to scroll through and pick out all the dickhead spoiler comments. I'm talking about the nasty ones without tags, the ones that are purposefully trying to ruin it for someone. And here's one thing I want to point out. I want to make this clear because this is important. A lot of channels won't do this. The way YouTube's algorithm is set up, the more active a comment section is, the more likelihood it's going to be higher up on the suggestive feed when people search for it, or even just the suggestive feed. So a lot of content creators don't give a shit if there's spam, and that's the truth. I want to let you guys know, so I highly appreciate all the help from this point on, even more. So if you can help us out with the likes, keep spreading the word of mouth, I really appreciate it. But number one thing on this channel, in my eyes, is the community. I think the community has more value, in my opinion, than the ad revenue or the clickbait. You know what I mean? The community is, what gives you everything after that. Whether or not you're getting sponsorships, promotions, whether or not you're getting AMC to send you a sexy baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. The community is what gives you that, and that's why I value that the most noble shit. That's why that's on the top of the pyramid, and that is why I am thrilled about cleaning up the comment section for The Walking Dead specifically. I'm excited too, because now I could just scroll. Before, I used to just skip the comment sections for a little bit, when the season was airing. I would skip it, and then when the break came, I'd go back and read some, and I was very glad I did, because I'd see a lot of comments that I'm like, wow, that's a straight spoiler. I wish they wouldn't have done that, Now we got people in the spoiler community helping out to monitor the comment section. Huge thank you to everyone in the future who's going to help out, man. This is going to be fantastic. I'm so excited for this. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Alright guys, go ahead and join the fan family, or I'm going to smash you in the face with Lucille. And also let me know if you're excited. Coming up this weekend before Sunday, I'm going to give a couple moderators the badge of honor about being a moderator on Mapp's YouTube page. And you do get an email. You will get an email. So everyone who is interested, if you want to let me know. There's emails, there's Facebook, there's the Facebook group. Let me know. I'm already making a list, and I'm keeping a close eye on it. So you will get there. I fact check a lot of stuff, and we grow slowly. So don't get pissed if you're like, oh, I want to be a moderator, and it takes you a couple months. Do not get pissed. I think anyone who says, well, I want to be a moderator, in all honesty, and I don't want to sound harsh, but anyone who says, I want to be a moderator, but if it doesn't happen now, I don't want to be it, chances are they won't be a good fit. These are for people who are long-term supporters. With that said, though, this is life. If anything happens and you can't help out, that's fine. I would not be mad at anyone who's a moderator now. And then, a month from now, they're like, well, I hate your face, I'm not mad at you. This is life. We change our minds all the time. There's accidents, there's tragedies. Life moves on, you stop liking stuff, so I completely understand, and this video is way too long. I'm going to have to edit the shit out of this bitch. I'm out of here. Thank you for all the support, and we are now almost 92,000 subscribers on the road to 100K. Oh man, that's it. That's my goal. Once we hit that, we're going for 1 million, baby, and we're gonna have to do some clickbait. So stay tuned. Just kidding. No, I'm not.
Subscribe.